What happens when the only person who treats a secretive boss with kindness is a janitor? A powerful CEO decides to go undercover as a regular employee to uncover the truth hidden behind office doors. But instead of respect, he receives only indifference and coldness from the very people who work under him. Only one person welcomes him with sincerity: Leo, a janitor who has been with the company for 20 years. He has no high title, no power, but he holds something that no one else has: kindness and understanding of people. Can a small act change a large corporation? And what makes this CEO realize that the most important lesson in life comes from the most unexpected place? Let's explore this surprising story. In a bustling office building in downtown Chicago, there was a man named Harold Grayson. He wasn't your typical CEO. At 47, Harold had spent his entire life climbing the corporate ladder, but deep down, he felt like something was missing. The company he ran, Apex Solutions, was one of the most successful tech companies in the city. Yet, Harold couldn't shake the nagging feeling that something was wrong. Harold decided to go undercover as a new employee for a week. He wanted to understand what really went on behind closed doors and how his team truly felt about working at Apex Solutions. So, with a fake name, Tom Miller, and a simple wardrobe, Harold entered the world of cubicles, coffee breaks, and late-night meetings. His first day didn't start well, as Tom, aka Harold, tried to fit in, but everyone seemed aloof. People rushed past him without a word of greeting. Some even avoided eye contact. It made him feel invisible, like just another face in the crowd. But then one person stood out, a man named Leo Bennett. Leo was the janitor, a quiet, scrawny, humble man who always carried his mop or broom with him. He had been working at Apex Solutions for over 20 years, and even though no one paid him much attention, Leo knew every nook and cranny of the building like the back of his hand. What impressed Harold the most was Leo's kindness. Unlike everyone else, Leo greeted Tom warmly every morning. "Good morning, Tom," Leo would say with a smile. "How are you doing today?" At first, Harold thought it was just polite chit-chat, but as the days went by, he realized Leo genuinely cared. During lunch breaks, Leo would often sit outside on a bench near the entrance, eating a sandwich while reading a book. One day, Harold joined him. They talked about everything from sports to movies, and for the first time in years, Harold felt like he could be himself. "Leo," Harold said softly one afternoon, "why are you here? You've been here for so long. Didn't you ever want something more?" Leo paused, looking out at the skyline. "More doesn't always mean better, Tom. I've seen so many people come and go, chasing promotions and raises, but in the end, they still leave their jobs feeling empty. For me, it's not about climbing higher. It's about finding meaning where I am." Those words struck a chord with Harold. He hadn't expected such wisdom from someone like Leo. It made him reflect on his own life and career. Was all his success worth it if it left him feeling disconnected? By the third day, Harold noticed something strange. The employees treated Tom differently than they treated each other. There was a lack of respect, almost as if they saw him as replaceable. This made Harold very uncomfortable. How could people act this way towards someone just because of their perceived status? One evening after work, Harold stayed late to observe the cleaning crew. That's when he witnessed something unforgettable. An argument broke out between two employees near the lockers. One accused the other of stealing supplies, and things escalated quickly. Before anyone could intervene, Leo calmly stepped in and diffused the situation with gentle words. "Hey, take a deep breath, everyone. We're all on the same team here. There's no need to tear each other down." His voice carried authority, but also compassion. The argument stopped immediately, and both men apologized before walking away. Harold watched in awe. This was a man with no official power, yet he commanded respect through his actions. As the week came to an end, Harold gathered everyone for a meeting under his real identity as Harold Grayson, CEO. The room fell silent as he spoke. "You may not know this, but I've spent the last few days among you, not as your boss, but as one of you, and what I've learned has changed me forever." His voice was slightly choked up, revealing his emotions. "I've seen firsthand how some of us treat others based on their title or role. I've seen how easy it is to overlook a person's value just because they mop our floors or fix our printers. He looked directly at Leo. But I've also met someone who reminded me of the true meaning of leadership. Someone who leads by example, not by title. Someone who sees the humanity in everyone, regardless of their position. Leo Bennett, thank you for showing me what it means to care. Tears welled up in Leo's eyes as the entire room erupted in applause. For the first time, Harold felt connected to his employees, not as workers, but as human beings. From that day forward, things began to change at Apex Solutions. Policies were updated to ensure fairness and respect for everyone, regardless of their role, and Leo became an unofficial mentor, teaching others the importance of empathy and kindness. Ultimately, Harold realized that success is not measured by profits or prestige. It's measured by the impact we have on those around us. And sometimes the greatest lessons come from the most unexpected places. The story of Harold and Leo shows us one thing. Success is not measured by money or power, but by how we treat those around us. Sometimes the most important lessons come from the most ordinary people. What do you think about this story? Can a small act of kindness change an entire work environment? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you love meaningful stories and insightful perspectives on society, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next stories.